On the biggest episode of Dave's Shed Show, we have Safran, Snook and Sampson, the dirty little worm burner. And are you gonna be my girl, Mark Wilson? Now here's your host, Dave and Lawson.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
That was exciting. Blasted my microphone off my jacket. Shot it straight off.
That was the best one.
First order of business. There's a new addition to the Shed Show. What? Yeah. Mark Wilson and his beautiful partner, Lani, have given us a little baby girl. That's right. A little baby Jet.
She couldn't make it here tonight. She's only 9 days old.
Hey, Mark, what's your baby's name?
Goldie.
Goldie Wilson?
Goldie Wilson.
You mean the mayor from Back to the Future?
Correct.
I'll do an impression. You ready? Mayor Goldie Wilson. I like the sound of that.
Hey, Wormie, no, while you're there, mate,
Yeah.
have you had any babies lately? Because I know worms procreate a fair bit, don't they? It's not as fun.
we like to, but little known fact, Dave.
Yes?
Worms have both a penis and a vagina.
Ooh.
So to make sweet love, we've got to not only insert a penis into a vagina,
Right.
but wrap our vagina around a penis. Do you know what it's called?
Simultaneous hermaphrodite.
Is that
No,
true?
it's called Saturday round at Wormie's.
We've got a big show. I don't want to jinx it, but this could be the biggest show we've ever had. I'm not. It's wall to wall. It's a bumper edition. Let's call it the signature edition. We have got so many guests here. My first guest appeared on the show 6 years ago. Ooh. And he told me a funny story about the time he was asked to go on the Adam Hills show for the pilot episode. Adam Hills said he'd invite him back, and he never invited him back on the show when it went to
Hillsy's a wanker!
No. Please make him welcome, Jon Safran.
Johnny Safran.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Thank
Hey,
you,
Johnny.
I've been plied with red wine.
That wasn't me,
Here
mate.
we go.
That wasn't me. How are you feeling? It's good to be back. Great to have you back here on the show.
Yeah, no, thank you for honouring me, unlike Adam Hill and his wooden foot.
It was 6 years ago, and you were writing a book, Murder in Mississippi. It hadn't been released yet. But that book has come out, and not only that, it was the winner of a Ned Kelly Book Award.
What did Ned Kelly write?
Here it is there. That's the murder in...
What the hell? Looks like
That is a...
Jackie Collins.
Worm burned him.
It's not like you've gone to so much effort to sort of like not purchase my book.
Got him. We got him a beauty. We got him a ripper. But that's the book, and you can still buy that at
I've had
Dimmicks or...
another book. I've written another book since then.
In 6 years, you've written 2 books.
Yeah.
You right?
I just thought, you know.
I wish we like that.
I wish my family was as encouraging of me as growing up.
So as I think we agreed that, you know, I'd get you back, and I would you say that I've honoured the agreement and that we are now square?
Absolutely, I will not be seeking vengeance on you. No vengeance will be seeked on you.
I have fulfilled my obligations, and we are done now.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, my first real guest on tonight's show. She is one of Australia's greatest exports.
Wormie's there?
You in a second, you can shuffle there. Please welcome one of the greatest actors on the planet, Sarah Snook. What a thrill! What a thrill! What a thrill!
Hello, Snuggy.
Wormie.
How are you, Snuggy?
Yeah, good, mate, good.
Great to see you.
Sarah, take a seat off. How do you feel? You all right?
Yeah, good.
I heard you like whiskey. Would you like a whiskey? That
Yes.
That reclines.
Yeah,
if you like.
I'm just gonna
Go
kick
away.
back.
Yeah. Make yourself at home.
Oh, this really goes back.
Please lean forward in case that sign falls off, because that would be
That would
really
be
terrible.
bad.
I heard you love yourself a little whiskey. Can we
Yes.
fix you a drink, Mark?
Yeah.
Let's do one of Shed Show's own whiskey concoctions. Check this out. A whiskey popper. Take it up.
Chad. Chug.
No. Now, Sarah, thank you very much.
Sarah.
For coming
G'day,
on the show. I need to talk about this firstly because this is a huge show over in the States. It's called Succession. That's it. That's the one. That's you there. That's Succession. This is on HBO.
It is.
And you're in your first season. Has it been renewed for a second season?
It has, yeah.
And because you are overseas a lot of the time, filming these, you don't spend a lot of time in Australia, and obviously you miss out what happens in Australia. You know, the fidget spinner has come and gone. You might miss that.
miss that.
You missed the fidget spinner. But do you know what has taken over Australia? And you know, might not know this, and it might come as a surprise, is we love playing, John, you would know this game.
Scrabble?
Scrabble. You guys would know it. Who here likes to play Snooky's Corner? Do you want to play?
Never played
Do you want to play a
Snook's
quick round of Snook's Corner?
Do I have a choice?
No.
No, it's great.
I'll play it.
It's a great game. So here's how it works. We're gonna run through all the people you've worked with. There's a correct answer or there's an incorrect answer, and if you get it correct, you win 1 Snook point. And if you get 5 Snook points, you get out of Snook's Corner.
I get out of... Wait,
Yeah,
the Snook's
and-
Corner's the bad thing?
Yeah, you beat it.
If I win, I get to leave my own corner.
Yeah, if you win, you get out of Snook's Corner.
I don't know.
But if
My loyalties are divided.
Okay, now, John, if Sarah gets a question wrong, you can go for the Snook steal and get the Snook point, and you can get out of Snook's Corner as well. Ethan Hawke, you were with him in Predestination. You were Predestination. The question is, Ethan Hawke, does he like his name, not like his name, or love his name?
Is this a trick question? I would just say, personal opinion, I think he loves his name.
I think he loves his name. 1 Snook point!
And you know why? Do you know why I think he loves his name? Because he's a really good sport, a very good guy.
Yeah.
He would come on set sometimes and they would be like, respectfully, oh, Mr. Hawke is stepping on. And he would sometimes just yell out, no, it's Mr. the Hawk!
Mr. the
And then
Hawk.
running through. When I think he loves his name.
Mr.
the Hawk.
That's a bonus Snook point.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren, you were with her, played alongside her in Winchester. Can act or can't act?
I mean, is this a trick question? Can act.
1 Snook point. You see?
This game is really fun.
Can you see why it's taken over Australia? Why
It's
Phil
taken
playing all the
over
playing?
Every primary school in Australia, they're playing this game. Every primary school.
They
It's
must be
freaky.
bored as shit.
Obviously, you were with there's Woody Harrelson. You weren't in White Man Can't Jump, but you were in The Glass Castle with Brie Larson and Woody Harrelson.
That is the correct pronunciation.
Woody Harrelson. Mm-hmm. Does he look older or younger in real life?
Younger.
Younger, he does.
Younger. That guy. Yeah. He's gone on like a vegan diet. He's really healthy. He looks, I swear to God, younger than he did in like 95 or something.
He's looking younger.
Yeah, he's a real healthy
How
dude.
many Snook points is Sarah up to?
She's on 3 Snook points.
3 Snook
Sweet.
points.
It's time for a Snook steal.
Time for a Snook steal. All right.
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
I'll get out of your way,
You're
Dave.
with Michael Fassbender in Steve Jobs' movie.
The Bender.
The Bender. Okay.
Bender or not Bender?
Well, that's the question. Michael Fassbender or Michael Slowbender?
He's a fast bender, obviously.
Incorrect.
He's a fast bender.
Nah, he's a classic slow bender. Classic.
John, go for the Snook steal.
Look still.
Michael
The,
Fassbender or Michael Slowbender?
Well, slow,
slow.
because didn't Ashton Kutcher do the Stephen Jobs film before he did?
Ah.
Thus, slow.
You just lost your own game. You stay in Snook's Corner. Who would have thought? Who would have thought this? Now, you're about to go back to the States. You haven't been on any Tonight shows before, have you?
No.
So this
This is a good
This is
practice
Sarah's.
run.
This is a practice. This is Sarah's practice tonight show.
Yeah, it's good
Obviously,
basic
when you're going to go
practice
there,
run.
they've got you. When you get back for Succession, they're going to get you on the circuit, no doubt about it. So when you go on the Tonight shows, they're going to ask you stories about. They're going to say, "Oh, tell us a funny story about Australia." They always do this. Have you ridden a kangaroo or something like that? You can tell them over there. Is there a story you want to practice?
I will tell them that I have ridden a kangaroo, because that's what we all do.
Have you ever rolled a car?
That that escalated.
Spill the beans, Snooky.
Yes, I've rolled the card.
Some friend you've turned out to be, Dave. Anyway, spill them.
Had my peas.
Great.
Was 17.
Yeah.
Wagging from school. And not being skilled enough as a driver, took the corner too fast on a dirt road going
Bad.
downhill. Went up a bank, down another bank, flipped, rolled, and skidded to a halt.
Upside down.
Upside down in a cow field. And then I remember being upside down in the car, stopped and looking to my right and seeing this guy who owned the house of the field running down going, "Get out!
It's gonna blow."
It's gonna blow! Of course, it doesn't
didn't
happen
blow.
like that. It's in a film.
And you're dangling upside down there yourself, go hit the roof, rolled out.
Yeah.
Fine.
And then I'll crawl out and was totally unharmed.
Wow.
Very lucky. I don't recommend doing it for
That's a
anybody.
Snook point. That's 3 Snook points.
That's 3 Snook points. I won.
You're out of Snook's corner.
I won, I'm out.
That's a fantastic story. I wonder if, when you go and fell, maybe you could say it blew up. It
It blew up.
exploded. It exploded.
Yeah. He said he was running towards me like,
Yeah.
it's gonna blow,
It's gonna
and he
blow.
was right. And thank God I ran
It
away.
exploded, and just in time.
And all those cows went.
Sarah, thank you for coming all the way out from America to be here with us today.
Thank you, Snooky.
Like I said, this show is going to
You're
get bigger
welcome.
and bigger. John, are you ready? Strap yourself in.
I am. I have a car
Rest.
story.
Get ready
too.
for this.
But I don't want to give it now.
No? Let's hear it. Yeah! Let's hear it.
When I was 20, I was like driving with a mate, and we're driving, and the light turned orange, and he said, "Gun it." And I slammed on the brakes, and so I skidded to this intersection, and everyone's like beeping at me or whatever, and he's going, "What the?" I said, "You said gun it." And he said, "Yeah, that means like speed through." And I said, "I just didn't know that's what it meant." And so I guessed, and I thought gun it meant like
Stop.
skid to a halt.
And you skid into the intersection.
Yeah, I skidded into the intersection.
Did you just have to slowly reverse back out of it?
Yeah.
We are really now pressed for time. This is a little bit embarrassing because my next guest I brought all the way from Hollywood as well. From the hit series Fargo. Please make him welcome, Angus Sampson. John.
Brought some gas tags. He brought the gas tags. He brought the gas tags.
Shuffle. We like to do this.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. Where do you want to sit?
John. Have we got something for John? We can pop John down. There we go. This is packed. What do we do with this? Thank you, mate. Thank you for the kind gifts. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Goosey. Hello, Goosey.
I voted yes.
Yummy.
Oh, Angus.
Goosey, Sam.
Thank you, mate.
That there is Angus Sampson. That is awesome.
Can I see?
Yeah.
The cameraman, when we filmed that scene, I was meant to be
wow.
executing someone.
Yeah.
And he's like, just for the purposes of camera, we can't see your face if you shoot her in the head. So she actually was kneeling here. But I had to pretend that she was there for the point of camera.
Wow, that's a little
Uplifting.
I think the cameraman said gun it.
Did any cows die?
Car story!
Car story.
Well, have you got a car story? Have you ever
killed a
been
cow?
in a car accident, minor or serious?
Someone reversed into me in Rosebud West.
Ice capital of the world. Great place to have a crash.
You can sound like Wormie if you do this. Look.
Don't open it. No, that's
Do it! Do it! Wormie! Wormie!
Feeling all right? Yeah. How many fingers?
2.
No, okay, we've got to keep going. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of time for you because we've
So I told my car story.
we're talking about car
You had to
stories.
get the ethnic minority on. Fair enough.
I had John here, and John told his car story. That does smell of gas.
Yeah, don't let us see.
Angus, I also need to talk to you about this latest series that you're doing. It's a series for Netflix.
Yes.
Cop this, guys. Who wrote it?
George R. Martin.
Hang on, what?
From the Beatles.
No,
from
not
the Beatles. The producer of the Beatles, right?
George R. Martin, of course, in case you don't know who he is, wrote the Game of the Thrones series. Set in space.
It's set in space.
Wow.
And Sarah actually came and visited when we were filming that.
Yeah.
Space.
Space.
I
Yes.
did visit space. It's the only place I'll go.
And that, what's that on?
Netflix.
Which actually, not so fast, guys. Netflix is actually another internet channel and a rival of this show. So
Won't watch it. Sorry.
obviously, which is fortunate that we've run out of time and we can't talk too much about that. But Angus, I'm so glad that you were here. I'm so glad that everyone was here for this episode about family, about honour, about friendship,
About LPG.
and about fun. That's what it's about.
Yep.
Just to prove it's live, could you play the bass line to Reckless, please?
It's
I don't know it.
I tell you what he can play though. He can play the closing theme to Dave's Shed Show. John, thank you very much for coming on. Angus, mate, thank you, mate. You are the best. Sarah, thank you very much. That's all we have time for. Unfortunately, we've run out of internet. We'll see you all very soon. I hope to see you soon. I love you guys, and I love you guys. Thank you. I love you, Wormie. Whiskey poppers. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you make sure you subscribe to the channel to be the first to watch the latest of Dave's Shed Show. Subscribe. We got it.
You did it.
We got it, mate.
You did it.